the simple point is clear that if something we say is coming and going, then to even say that it is coming and going, or to perceive that it is coming and going, there must be a constant which is not coming and going. So if you were to report that this wall behind me changes color, sometimes it is white, sometimes it is yellow, sometimes it is red, sometimes it is black, that means that there must be something which is not going along with the white and the red and the yellow and the black. That is, apart from that, which witnesses that. So if this is clear, then what we are talking about is really simple. Because the clue is that we have to find that which is the unchanging. While everything is changing, what is the unchanging? Now, this unchanging, what is our experience? That this side, that which is outside of the senses, is our experience that something is unchanging. In the world of this appearance of the world, is there anything which is unchanging? There is nothing that is unchanging. Everything is constantly in a state of flux, constantly changing. This body, how much it has changed. That baby that was born to our parents, that body is gone. That young child running after chocolate, that child is gone. That adolescent, with all the adolescent things, is gone. This body is also been changing. Yet there is something constant that says, this is my body. Whose body is this? Who has perceived all this change? The world is changing now. What perceives this change? Then thoughts, changing or unchanging? Changing. Even those thoughts that we believe, that which we call our belief system. Look at your belief system 10 years ago. Belief system is what? All those bundle of beliefs that you believed. Look at the belief system today. It's also changing. Emotions, changing. 1 second joy, joy, joy. Next second grief, grief, grief. What about pleasure and pain? If any of these were constant, then we would not chase pleasure or try to run away from pain. These are also changing. What about the states? There's waking state, sleep state, dream state. Anything can be experienced, and it's constantly changing. That experiences all of this, that perceives all of this, that is the witness to all of this. And yet, by itself, it remains unchanged. And if it is unchanging, then it must be very simple, because it has been a constant. So we cannot find it through the senses, we cannot even find it through this inner perception of thought, memory, imagination, sensations like emotions. In all of this, we don't find it. Who is that which is the witness of all of this? What is it that is the witness of all of this that changes? So if for a few moments we allow that which is changing to be exactly as it is, if you're not concerned about that at all for some time, then what is it that we are finding ourselves to be? And if we put all that we are concerned about, all our so-called problems, all our so-called responsibilities, all that we consider that we have to do, that we desire, we put all of this in a basket called changing. Have you also jumped in the basket? What is it that is not yet inside the basket? If everything that changes, and all concepts about everything that changes, everything is put in the basket called change. Have you also gone? The world is gone, the body is gone, thoughts are gone, imagination is gone, emotions are gone. What remains? Let's talk about that for a little bit. Because all our life we speak about that which changes. Can we speak anything about that which is unchanging? Can we give some time to this? Some focus to this? Because actually we know what is going to happen in the realm of change. We all know. This body is born, and this body will be cremated or buried somewhere ultimately. The dream starts and the dream ends. It cannot continue forever. So the story of the changing is very straightforward. Is there something which is beyond this story? Something that will not die when the phenomenal dies. So what are the clues we are finding now? That which is the unchanging, that which is beyond birth and death, and that which is the witness to all that changes. All the elements are constantly changing. What witnesses the elements, including the space in which the elements are arising? That is why in the scriptures it is said that there was a young boy, Nachiketa, who was offered everything that the world had to offer by the god of death, Yamraj. He said, "Don't ask me about the undying. You take everything that the world has to offer." But this young boy, Nachiketa, said, "No, tell me only about that which is beyond death." This is the story of a beautiful scripture called the Katha Upanishad. Katha Upanishad. Now, if you are Nachiketa, what is it that you want? The Supreme Lord was standing in front of you right now and said, "Ask for whatever you really want in your heart." Will you ask for something which also will come and go? Something which is beyond death? Who are you? If the term appearance means that which comes and goes, then are you also an appearance? And if you are not an appearance, then what are you? Who is aware of all of these appearances? Is that itself an appearance? The nature of all forms is that it is changing. They are changing. That is another clue. So you will not find the unchanging as if it is an object. You will not find the truth as if it is a perception. Can you report something which is beyond the realm of perception? Here the mind starts to get confused, isn't it? That's why I take the simple example. What's in my hand? You perceive the glass, so you report the glass. You perceive something, and you have the label glass. And you say, this is a glass. But when I ask you, if you are aware now, do you perceive awareness? And if you're perceiving something and mistaking that for awareness, find out what is aware of that. Like some of you might, your mind might be offering you a visual of awareness, like some dark space or some luminous energy. But what is aware of that? Is that space? Is that dark or light? How do you confirm that you are aware? That's why we call it the non-phenomenal experience. Here the mind cannot help us. The mind can only fathom phenomena. You don't have to imagine the answer. You don't have to infer the answer. You cannot solve this puzzle. You cannot use your intellect. You cannot use your reasoning. You cannot use any concept. No imagination. No past. No future. No sensation. No emotion. What are you right now? Allow all thoughts to come. Notice what witnesses these thoughts. Allow yourself to witness your next thought. And as this thought goes away, notice what witnesses the space between two thoughts. Did the witness change, or was it the same? And if that which witnesses the coming and going of thought is unchanging, then you see that you cannot be the mind. Because the mind is just a bundle of thoughts. Who is this perceiver? what is the nature of it.